Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. But before I get started, this channel reached another milestone. 70,000 subscribers, and I cannot thank you all enough for that. You know, you give me something way more valuable than money. You give me your time, and that means the world to me. I have said that multiple times because that's how I actually feel. And honestly, it's been almost 3 years now. I remember when I first started this channel, and a lot of you have been with me from day one. I see it in the comments section all the time. And we made it through the worst of times. We're about to experience the exciting times. We are on the verge of watching XRP pull a major run-up. And I cannot wait for that to happen. Because the whole point of this channel from day one was to get rich with all of you. And we are sure as hell about to get rich together. But I cannot thank you all enough. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being part of this journey. And now we finally get to experience the best of crypto together. Looking at XRP on the 7-day chart, we're sitting here at $2.44. It was another green day for XRP. And I've watched this happen. You could see the downturn, and now we're starting to come back up. And we're kind of going sideways right now. Hopefully the next move is up once again. So far, this week looks like a very big week for XRP. I said that in a video yesterday. Because Thursday is when Atkins gets sworn in at the SEC. And everyone's expecting that big announcement to come from the SEC that the Ripple versus SEC case is now over. So people are already talking about a major run-up going into the weekend. Let's hope that happens. Top analyst says XRP mathematically points towards $10. Once again, the $10 XRP is back, and this comes from Blockchain Backer. He says, price chart mathematically points to $8 to $10 with XRP USD and XRP versus Bitcoin. Now, he's not factoring in ETFs at all. He's not factoring in that big announcement everyone's expecting to come from the SEC. This is just what the charts are showing right now. I still think in this run, we're gonna go much higher. XRP, which is gaining momentum among bulls, could hit $10 by 2030. You know, XRP is gonna be in double digits by the end of this year. There's a lot of big things to look towards. In other words, we have ISO 222 coming. We don't know how much value is going to come from that yet. Possible Ripple IPO. Then institutional adoption, regulatory clarity. So $10 by 2030, I think that's a low ball figure. I don't know why they would even say that. Most people are expecting $10 by the end of 2025. Most people are expecting $10 by summer. So let's wait and see where we go from here. But I think it's going to happen long before 2030. XRP eyes $3 as 24-hour volume hits $2.89 billion. $3 price mark becoming quite possible with current positive shift in market. Like I said, people are calling for a $3 XRP this coming weekend. And then everybody's expecting April to be a huge month for XRP as well. we still got to look forward to what Paul Atkins is going to get done at the SEC early on. XRP ETF odds surge to 86% as SEC withdraws appeal, clearing regulatory hurdles. So, like I said, back before the Ripple vs. SEC case came to an end, I think the chances of these ETFs going live were around 61 to 65%. Now it's much higher. And the chances of a Q2 ETF going live climbed from 33% to 46%. People are saying it's going to happen in Q3. I think Atkins is going to want to get this done sooner than later. And everybody's waiting for BlackRock to file for an XRP ETF. Now, if that was to happen, I would think that they would fast track an approval for BlackRock. We've seen it happen with the Bitcoin ETFs and BlackRock. But, nobody really knows exactly when this is going to happen. Let's hope Atkins gets it done sooner than later. Then we will get that institutional wave of money coming into XRP. And that could be the surge that gets us to possible double digits. Now, in a lot of videos, I'm very critical on Bitcoin maxis and the misinformation that they spread all over X. Now I'm going to give you the other side of that, because the XRP community isn't much different. And I always like to give you two sides of the story. Breaking news: the Fed is preparing to buy back $68 billion worth of Bitcoin in XRP. This is historic. We've never seen it before. What does this mean for the future of cryptocurrencies? Now, we know that's all bullshit. The Fed is not buying back any Bitcoin or XRP. But these are the posts you see on a daily basis in the XRP community. XRP will be gold backed and priced at $2,953.62 by Q2 2025. A $10,000 to $35,000 XRP price range is now a real possibility. The financial shift is happening. Are you ready? I've even covered this before. I said XRP does not need to be backed by gold. This comes from X Finance Bull. While most chase meme pumps, this is what real utility looks like. XRP, XLM, XDC, Algo, and IOTA are being positioned as digital assets pegged to physical commodities: gold, silver, copper, palladium, iridium, one-to-one asset backing, Basel III plus Tier 1 regulatory alignment. Not just crypto, this is the future of collateralized value. That's what most people always expected to happen for XRP, XLM, XDC, and so on. I'm going to give you a different alternative. RLUSD could be backed by gold, and XRP would be moving gold-backed currencies all around the world. I always said, you don't want XRP to be backed by gold. Think bigger, because XRP can move a tokenized Lambo. It can move barrels of tokenized oil. It can move tokenized gold on a daily basis. I think XRP is going to be valued so much higher than 1 ounce of gold. But I covered this in a video recently. Grok said there's not enough gold to back XRP with 1 ounce of gold. It's not even possible. Now, the BIS has called XRP a Tier 1 cryptocurrency. Is XRP going to be looked at as another commodity outside of gold, silver, copper, palladium, iridium, and so on? I always said we are going to be valuing XRP by what 1 XRP buys you. Maybe in the future, it takes 10 XRP to buy a Lambo. Maybe it takes 100 XRP to buy a mansion. We really don't know yet. I would never value XRP in US dollars. I always said it's going to be so much more valuable than actual currencies, than any one country's currency, because it's going to be moving those currencies on a daily basis all around the world, large amounts of a country's currency. Maybe the US wants to send $100 billion to Europe, and in between, they utilize XRP. So it goes in as 100 billion US dollars through XRP and comes out as 100 billion euro. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think XRP needs to be backed by anything. And we must be getting close now, because China is preparing for a shift in crypto and Web3. Take a listen to this.
Sort of forward push by Hong Kong at the moment, a sign that trading and crypto could return to the mainland, which of course would be a huge boost for the market?
That's an interesting question. You know, Hong Kong is always the gateway to the Chinese mainland market, and Hong Kong is always used as the lab for experiments, either in economies or in new industries or new sectors. From what we run regulated exchange, regulated funds in Hong Kong. From our conversations with the regulators, I think in a way they are trying their best to use the one country, two systems as an experiment. If it's successful, I think there is the possibility the mainland China government will reconsider their stance towards the crypto and Web3 industry.
So they're going to start to have a shift towards crypto and Web3. And at previous cycles, we always seen China talk about crypto right before the massive run-up happens. So we must be getting close now. Is XRP set for a price surge? AI models weigh in. XRP is attempting to maintain its momentum following SEC news. AI models project various price scenarios for XRP in the coming months. You know, I always said it. You cannot rely on AI for a decent price prediction on any crypto, because AI is basing these price points off of searching all around the internet, and they're seeing all these posts and from different humans, and then they take that and come up with price predictions. So one AI might tell you XRP will hit $1,000 by the end of 2025, where another AI will tell you a massive crash is going to happen and you need to sell your XRP. That's why I don't rely on AI so much right now. Now, as time goes on, I think AI is going to get much smarter, and it will most likely be able to make better price predictions without human interaction. I just don't think we're quite there yet. I know this though, XRP is definitely positioned for a massive run-up starting this year. I think it's going to have a massive run-up, and that run is going to continue to go on, because I think we're going to get institutional adoption. We're going to see the early signs of utility, and it's just going to be a consistent push up higher and higher over time without all those major pullbacks happening that people are always talking about. But right now, it's a green day for XRP. And once again, I cannot thank you all enough. You know, this has been a crazy journey, and we are finally entering the exciting times together. And soon, we are going to get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.